be back to the morning.
Bam, 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 bam. Salute to everybody already here in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Dun, 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 dun. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You guys know what time it is. We are back. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted Graphic Show, whichever way any of you would like to slice it.
Yes, sir, my brother. Good to see you. We got a lot to talk about today. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, make sure you guys get those likes up. Wipe them feet over here at OLV Raiders Network and pay your bar tabs over at Mr. Wasted Talents platform. Raider Nation Unlimited, man. Salute to Green Dot Gang. Get off my lawn, gang. I see you guys are heavy in the chat. Real quick, if you guys want to become members, make sure to hit the links. They are pinned up top on each channel. They definitely help us keep the lights on. Real quick, first super of the day. Salute to Marky Mark, man. Yes, I'm sad if this is true, but after what happened with Mac, this is nothing. At least this is time. I feel confident the front office will actually do something with the picks. All right, so Marky Mark started it off pretty early, man. You guys see the thumbnail. I know you guys are probably hearing all of the news on Twitter, Instagram, all this good stuff. Jay Glazer, dropped a little bomb today on somebody's podcast. I think it was Yahoo Sports podcast. We're going to talk about that here in a second. I know that Diana Rossini put it out there that Maxx Crosby would like to be coached, by Mike Vrabel, which it's not a report, you guys. I don't think people realize how many times he said, I would like to be coached under Jim Schwartz. I would like to be coached. I would have loved to have been coached by Bill Belichick. He wants to be coached.
I would just like to be coached.
Yeah, right. Like he's mentioning winners. He's mentioning guys. And again, in 2022, you guys, I can pull up the clip. If you guys don't believe it, from the Pro Bowl with him and Patrick Mahomes on the sideline talking about him being like an uncle and that they would both love to, would have loved to been coached by him. Okay. Yeah. And this comes a day after Max was on his podcast and praising Mike Vrabel. Didn't say anything about, I wanted to be traded to the New England Patriots. It's easy to say this, right? Because Diana Rossini is out there at the Super Bowl right now. They're looking for content. Chasen's out there. I don't know if you guys seen it on Twitter, but Max was tweeting away, hey, KC, keep doing your numbers. He loves Spillane. He loves those guys. There's a ton of former Raiders out there, right? It makes sense to just say this. Well, I'm here to real quick kind of debunk that rumor because he has said it previously, Patrick Mahomes was the one that actually said it. And I believe that Max agreed with him. But these guys say this all the time. Wasted. I would have loved to be coached by this guy. I would have loved to be coached. I mean, who wouldn't want to have one of those type of guys in Vegas where we've had 10,000 coaches in the last 5 years?
Bro, look, man, people want to win, man. Coaches want to be coached. Players want to be coached by people who know what they're doing. Yeah. And they also want to be coached by people who are winners. They want to win. They want that knowledge gap to be closed. So to me, that's not the necessarily the alarming thing, right? I think the Diana Rossini thing is more so trying to gather engagement because that's one of the lightning bolts in the National Football. Anytime the Raiders have a good player, the whole league wants us not to have them, right? Yeah. And she knows how crazy our fan base is. Mm-hmm. She understands that. Listen, people see that two guys that come from nothing have built something very, very special, right? And I'm talking about us. They see other podcasts that are very successful in Raider Nation. You don't see that across the National Football League.
You don't.
And these people see this, right? So they know that they're going to get what they're asking for, which is engagement. Mm-hmm. But listen, I'm going to be real with you guys, man. The Jay Glazer thing is a whole nother ball of wax because Jay Glazer doesn't just say things.
No, he doesn't.
Jay Glazer has a great relationship with a lot of players, but the guy that he's probably closest with that's still playing is Max.
Yes. And I want to put this out there because December 2025, he put it out there. There was a report that came out. Raiders star Maxx Crosby was extremely unhappy after the team placed him on injured reserve causing him to leave the facility, sparking trade rumors and concerns about his future with the team. Due to his disagreement with the season-ending medical decision, Crosby felt he can play, but the Raiders viewed the move as a best interest decision for the player and the franchise. Glazer reported and highlighted a significant rift that suggested that the situation might need some massaging and it could lead to trade talks. Well, today another report dropped, right? And I'm gonna get to the Diana Rossini real quick, so we can just real quick get this out the way. She appeared on the 98.5 Sports Hub Zolak and Bertrand show, and she revealed that Raiders superstar edge rusher probably wants to play for New England head coach Mike Vrabel. As for the upcoming offseason outside of free agency, the thing that I'm going to be watching for are these players that perhaps want trades, Rossini said. That's what I want to see. Maxx Crosby doesn't seem too happy in Las Vegas. Is he going to ask out? I can tell you, I know he wants to play for Mike Vrabel. He told me before, well, he's told the world in a roundabout way that he would have liked to have been coached by Mike Vrabel. So, I mean, I don't understand we do know, we understand what she was trying to do here. She was trying to create some engagement, just like Mr. Wasted Talent just alluded to. But I don't think there's any legs here to this specific situation. But I can't say, who the hell wouldn't want to play for a team that's representing the AFC in the Super Bowl this year, right? Vrabel did it in year one. Pete Carroll came in. They had high expectations, with his resume, and they shit the bed. I think that Maxx is definitely tired of being on a losing team and a losing organization. But I think, and again, I haven't talked to Maxx about this personally. We kind of just talk about other shit when I do speak to him. But it's kind of like we felt this before. Oh, man, things are going to change this time. And he's getting to a point where he's 28 years old, coming off his, third knee injury? I mean, a surgery or third surgery on his leg. Like, at this point, he's like, man, I don't know how much more I can take of this shit. And that's what Glazer was basically saying. He went out there and said, there's some players, when they tell you they want to play, they want to play. Yeah. Then he went on to ask him, right? So they asked him, do you think that Crosby is done? And he said, yes, done. I do. They asked him, what team, can you potentially see? He said a ton. And again, he believes that the 5-time Pro Bowler will be gone and his time in Vegas is coming to an end. Now, mind you, he does have a connection with Maxx. There is a relationship there. I don't know the extent of that relationship. But when Jay talks, people listen. And this is a guy that has a
Maxx are pretty close. You know that, Graphk. Come on, man.
Well, look, I'm just saying I've never been in a room with them. I don't know the true connection there. That's all I'm gonna say. From what we've seen and what we've heard, they have a pretty tight relationship. But again, I don't know how true and how tight that relationship is. But go ahead, brother.
Listen, man, at the end of the day, Maxx Crosby's done great for the Raiders, right? He's been a great player. Mm-hmm. He's been a tone setter in the building. He's been a true professional. Mm-hmm. But if Maxx Crosby wants out, then let him out.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. And you know what? I wouldn't be upset. Because again, he stuck it out this long. One of the only last Oakland Raiders left on his roster. And look, man, he tried. Again, I wouldn't be upset. And send him to Dallas, where he has roots, where his mom and dad lives. We can get 2 first-round picks this year. Again, I mean, we can get the. He said that they asked him what would we get in return. He said more than Micah. More than Micah. Now, for those who don't remember, they got 2 first-round picks, one in 2026, one in 2027, and who else did they get? They got Kenny Clark. Yeah, all Pro Bowl defensive tackle out there as well. So if you can somehow, some way maneuver this into, 2 firsts and a third and a player, you definitely, as Spytek and Brady, you have to flirt with the idea of moving on from them. I'm just one of those guys, man, with Maxx. It's just very difficult. And this, Wasted. Again, I know you feel a little different about the situation than I do. I just feel like you don't trade those kind of players. He's wanted to be here. He's seen this thing through. Now, if he asks out, it's a totally different situation. And if it's not Spytek and them saying, hey, we're ready to move you, and Maxx is his decision, hey, go all for it, man. We're old enough to remember when Marcus was wearing that Chiefs jersey. Yeah, we're old enough to remember when TB went over to Tampa Bay.
TB was in TB.
We're old enough, and a lot of you guys are young enough as well to remember Khalil Mack going to Chicago and the Chargers and all this other shit, right? Yeah. I just felt like this was more of a Howie Long situation. For those who don't know how he played.
That's what we wanted, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And I just, if that's what I'm going to reach out to him tonight, and I'm going to see if I can get anything. I don't know if Maxx is going to even
respond, but I'm sure he will, right? But listen, for me, right, I don't feel differently than you. I feel that if he's asking for it, then give him what he wants. I feel like if he's not asking for it, he wants to be here, leave him the fuck alone and let him see this thing through. I feel like he's earned the right to get what he wants, right? But also, if you want to be traded, you can't be mad for the team for doing what's best for them.
Exactly.
So it might not be fucking Dallas.
Nope. Spytek wasn't the guy that drafted you. These guys have no ties to you outside of Mark Davis. There's nobody left in that building.
So all of that, we're gonna do the right. No, listen, if you could trade him to the Jets and get a couple of them first round picks, you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like if you could trade him, and I'm not making any rumors for real.
Yeah.
Listen, just
whoever. Dallas, real quick, Wasted. My apologies, brother. 12th and 20th selections this year in the draft. Okay, one from Green Bay. They have their own. Could you imagine having the number 1 pick, the number 12 pick, and a 20th? You can get another edge rusher there that you could potentially develop into, hopefully the next Maxx Crosby, if we're lucky. And you can also go get another offensive lineman or go get you a linebacker, like the best linebacker available there, or you can get your wide receiver 1 potentially. But you can really retool right there in round 1, or you can go to the Rams, which they can use an edge rusher as well. They have the 29th pick, and they also have, the number 13 pick, from the Falcons last year with that James Pierce trade. Yeah. So there's 2 teams that can use an edge rusher that we can potentially get 2 picks in this year's class. Now, I don't know if Spytek would say, you know what? I think next year's draft class is better. Give me one next year, give me one this year. Then you don't have to look at Dallas and the Rams. Now, if they're trying to retool and get this thing together now, those are the 2 teams to keep an eye on that have a need at the edge rush position, and both coincidentally have 2 first-round picks. So
yeah. Look, Detroit, wherever. Like, bro, at the end of the day, and I know, a lot of you guys, people say don't trade into the 49. I don't give a shit. Like the business of football has a way of working itself out.
In California, dude, that would hurt my soul, bro.
No, it will hurt my soul too. I hate the 49ers, bro. But the thing is this. The business of football, if you got the right people in your front office, has a way of working itself out.
We haven't made a trade with them, I don't think, since the 80s. Or early 90s. I could be wrong, but I don't remember.
It's been a long time, bro. Like, but be that as it may, right? Like Jeremy Newberry or some shit like that? Like,
I don't know, bro.
Jeremy Newberry, I don't know if it was even a trade. I think he came here for agency.
Yeah.
But bro, when you start really thinking about this, I know a lot of people are getting crazy. Look, this organization has promised a lot of things, right? They promised the fan base a lot of things. Maxx Crosby himself has been sold the bill of goods every single time they've made a coaching change for the last few years, right? He's got to do what's best for him and his family.
Definitely.
And for me, that lays squarely on his shoulders. How can he, what I mean? How does he sit with that decision?
Yes.
But for me as a fan, I'm not mad at him. I have no hate towards him.
Yeah,
but to be honest with you, I am not the kind of guy who gets attached to players because I understand the business of football. I understand that they're here for a good time, not a long time. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are watching me, right? And that are watching Graphk. The older you get, the faster your life moves. The faster those little increments of time. A decade seems like fucking 2 or 3 years, right? So for you guys that are 20-something years old, 10 years ago, that's like forever to you. To me, 10 years ago is like yesterday. And I'm going to be real with you, bro. I really, listen, man, if they trade Maxx, I'm going to always say, yo, that Maxx is my guy. I love Maxx.
Definitely.
But hopefully it bears fruit and we start winning. Because the only thing I want is I want us to win. I don't give a shit who is wearing the silver and black.
Yep.
As long as there's winning happening. You know what I'm saying? And if he and listen, if he's at his wits end, that's not the guy you want here anyway.
I agree. Salute to CGR real quick. Let's get to these supers. We got a whole ton to talk about. We got 1,600 people here in the building. Get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button, you guys, if you're not subscribed yet. CGR, man, appreciate you gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. CGR, one of the GOATs over here. We appreciate you. Salute to all the new members. Welcome to Get Off My Lawn Gang. If you guys want to become members, again, hit the links. They're pinned up top, man. Tired of this shit? If he wants to go, let him go. Raider LT, this is facts. Again, until I hear from Maxx, I don't know how many times we have to hear. I've said this yesterday, right? I don't know how many times we have to hear Maxx say he wants to be a Raider. Okay. It's so funny that after that Diana Rossini report dropped, I don't know if you've seen it, but Max's podcast Twitter account uploaded the actual video of what he was saying with about Mike Vrabel yesterday, about how he played for him, at the AFC Pro Bowl and blah, blah, blah. So I want to remind you guys, again, I feel like they were low-key trolling him, honestly. Mm-hmm. But again, when I seen Glazer drop the report, it felt a little different. It felt like, okay, there may be some legs to this situation. But again, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it a million times. Maxx is the type of guy that if he wants out, I know that the fan base loves him, and I know that this fan base means a lot to him. Maxx is one of the only guys in this, like in this thing as a superstar that actually communicates with fans, with other people, and talks to people, actually really breaks bread with them. And I know that this team, this fan base, that city, it means a lot. That logo means a lot to them. But at the end of the day, man, if you're talking to your family and you're saying, hey, I want to win, you can't just preach about this Kobe shit and do this and do that and not live up to that. And I think Maxx is like, am I ever going to be able to live up to that billing here?
You don't live up to it running. I tell you that.
No, I agree. I
don't live up to it running. So like I see him playing and shooting hoops in his gym, right? Mm-hmm. And I see all these greats. I see Muhammad Ali and Tyson and
tattooed
Kobe,
all on his wrist,
tattooed all on him and all that stuff like that. Then listen, bro, you cosplaying as a dog when you run from the smoke. Mm-hmm. Like, and I know
Kobe being the Laker, and they had some rough years out there as well.
Yeah, and listen, and Kobe
was almost a bull. He was almost a bull.
Yo, he was almost a bull. Kobe had a tender moment too, but he caught himself.
They all do.
Yo, they all have a tender moment, but then some of them run like LeBron, right? Mm-hmm. That's the reason why, every year he plays, the lower he drops in that GOAT argument, because people start bringing that shit up, bro. Listen,
hold on. Did Wasted just say that?
Yeah, and I love LeBron, but the longer he plays, the lower he drops, because it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, bro? I want to talk about basketball, but I'm just saying, right? Football's a different animal.
Bro, greatness is greatness.
Greatness is greatness, and this is the thing, Maxx. You want to be held in that pantheon of Lawrence Taylor. You want to be held in that pantheon of Ray Lewis. These guys won championships with the team that drafted them, dude. And guess what? Ray Lewis was drafted to an expansion team pretty much. It wasn't an expansion team because they moved from Cleveland, but pretty much, bro. It wasn't like the New York Giants. The New York Giants were not good when Lawrence Taylor got there. Mm-hmm. They weren't, bro. The New York Giants were horrendous when he was there. Yep. So I'm going to be honest with you, bro. If you want to be looked at as that pantheon of guys that won, or you could be a guy who wins a ring and people don't really think about it because you win and you, because there's a lot of players in the NFL that, like, let me give an example. Darrelle Revis, great New York Jet, great player. Do you look at him as a Super Bowl champion?
No, at all.
You forget it because he went to the Patriots.
Yep.
You forget Darrelle Revis won a chip.
Yep.
It's not the same, bro.
There's a ton of players like that. A ton.
It's not the same, bro.
Yeah, Joey says.
And look, and guys say, listen, who you have as your GM. He had Ozzie Newsome. Lawrence Taylor had George Young. Guess what? George Young and Ozzie Newsome is in the building right now, and John Spatek. Give him a chance to cook, bro. Yeah. Believe in the process. The guy just got here, and I know it's easy for me to say that. Yeah. It's easy for me to say that. I think the Raiders made a mistake when they got rid of Tom Telesco so fast, because I think he was onto something too.
I think Spy is
Spy is well beyond Telesco.
Yes,
let's get that straight. But what I'm saying to you is that the timeline of John of
I love Telesco.
And I'm just saying the timeline looks ugly, so it's hard to believe. But I think Tom Telesco is a guy that could have made this thing go forward too.
Let me say that. I like Telesco. But
well, look, Tom Telesco, as the years are going on, he looks even better as a GM. Some of the guys he's drafted and stuff like that. So let's be for real. And some of the contracts, he looked like he was a guy that was on to something, right? Yeah. Right now, we don't know what Spytek is on to, right? But what I do know is he understands what the hell's going on. And I think it's easy for me to say, hey, Maxx, be patient, because he only got a couple amount of snaps in his body. But me as a fan, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a guy that when we get to the mountaintop, is probably not going to be as good as he is.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a guy that's breaking down right in front of our eyes. And I'm also seeing a guy that if he has these cracks in his armor, his chinks in his armor, right? And he's
well, you know what? I think that he ran into a guy in Spy Tech that's the first person to protect himself from himself.
Yeah. No. And I believe that too. And I believe that he's wrong for taking it that way. You know, like they're protecting their investment, bro. They got a lot of money tied up in you. They can't just indiscriminately allow you to self-destruct because you want to. Yeah. You're there. They're treating you like an asset, bro.
Bro, we were such a bad football team. We weren't going to win those games with Maxx anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. So you go out there and get cut blocked and be out the whole fucking offseason. Yeah. Listen, that's the old Raider way. The new Raider way is run like a business. And that's how it should have been done from the goddamn beginning. And I'm going to be real with you.
Word to Al. We love him.
Yo, we love Al. But this shit should have been run like a business a long time ago. This is $1 billion business that has a stadium full of other people's fans.
Bro, we've spoken to people with that, but Al wasn't even making money.
Al used to have to wait for the TV money to pay his damn staff, to pay the players. That's why we were never viable in the free agent market. That's why they used to have to sell players that used to be great and bring them here for fucking
Randy's, the Warren Sapps, the
guys, and not even Randy, because Randy was still great.
No, Randy was great.
Randy was still great. Randy had his best
Al
years.
Always wanted those. He always wanted that great receiver, that big name receiver. He always wanted it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about going back. Al used to bring in guys like Eric Dickerson and shit like that.
Yep.
You know, where it looked good on paper, but really, was it really smart to bring Ronnie Lott here?
Yeah.
Was it really smart? That's why when they talk about how many Hall of Famers suited up for the Raiders,
Roger Craig when he came over.
Roger Craig was cooked by the time we got Roger Craig, bro. Yeah. Like when you do stuff like that, it looks great. Right, it looks great. And sometimes it works.
Barry was the only one that really panned out. Justin Tuck was okay, but he was helping develop.
No, Rod Woodson, I think played.
Rod played phenomenal. Yes.
Yeah, Rod played phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And Sapp played really well for us.
Really well for years. Yeah.
Jerry, and those worked out, but that was because we were on to something at that point. I'm just saying. Listen, Max, if you can't see that the winds of change are coming in, then and you're not willing to sit there and participate, I get it, bro.
Yeah,
I get it. But this is what I want to ask. I want to ask him, right? And I'm not going to say Eric Allen because Eric Allen was in the prime of his career when we got him.
Yeah,
that was just a good trade.
Yeah,
Max, if you don't want to be here, be a man. You have your own platform. Say it in your own words. Tell the nation how you're feeling and move the fuck on. But if all of this cryptic, like little kid shit. And I know he's a younger guy than me. Like Maxx Crosby's younger than my nephew. I'm gonna
fight back on that. I didn't think that message was cryptic, and I don't. And Maxx can't stop these guys from putting out these reports wasted. He can't. Like, how much do we want Maxx to say? I want to be here. I want to be here. To the point where he's like, I'm sick of saying this shit.
Look, Graphk, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the tweet he had yesterday because I did it.
Big words. I'm gonna take that as disrespect.
Look, yesterday I did a whole short on how I don't think he meant that. But what I'm talking about is if this is a back channel message to Jay Glazer, right? If this, I don't know that to be the case. If it is, then don't do that, bro. Just speak your piece, speak your truth. Don't do that bullshit where you're going through back channels and denying it and saying how you want to be here, but you're really trying to craft a way to get yourself out of here. That's fucking nonsense, bro.
And you know why? And the only way I can see Maxx doing that is to try to protect himself from making himself look bad to the fan base that he truly loves.
What makes you look worse, bro?
It does. No. In the end, it does.
In the end, it makes you look worse. Just be a man, and we'll respect it. You ain't the first person to suit up in silver and black. You ain't going to be the last, and you're not the last great player to play for us. Charles Woodson had won a ring with the fucking Green Bay Packers and came back.
Pro Bowler.
We love Charles.
Yeah.
Right? He left. Khalil Mack left, a player that is your equal, if not better. He left, and we got over it. We'll get over this. Marcus Allen, who's greater than all of you motherfuckers.
Love Marcus.
The greatest player to probably ever play for the Raiders.
One of them.
He came back as a chief and fucking deep fried.
Blamed us. Yeah. Real quick, let's get these supers in. So the 510. Let me bet the over on these Duncan Hine ass reporters with the same shit every year. I mean, look, again, they're gonna do this until it happens. And so just so they can say they were right. Like this is what happens consistently year in and year out. Salute to the over 2,000 people here in the building. The Mokes, if Al seen you even make a face of discomfort for the Raiders, he gets you gone. I haven't forgotten Maxx threatened to leave to keep AP. The Mokes, this is facts. This is facts. You know, what he say? Everything's on the table, right? But that was what was. But guess what? I have to give Maxx some credit because the following offseason he said, I'm gonna mind my business. That is above my pay grade. I tried last time. I'm not doing this shit anymore. So, salute to Raider Outlaw. First time sending a super. 3 weeks ago, Maxx co-hosted Brogdon randomly had a Raiders Crosby jersey framed up in the wall on the Rush podcast. Wait, first time sending a super. 3 weeks ago, Max's co-host, I know Brogdon, randomly had a Raiders Crosby jersey framed up in the wall on the Rush podcast. I mean, I don't think that's random, Outlaw, at all. He's a Raider. What do you mean? Another jersey? Elaborate on that. Expand on that, Outlaw, if you can.
I guess he's trying to say he's hanging it up in the Rafters, and it's a chapter that he's closed. But I don't view it from that prism, bro. The fucking guy currently plays for the Raiders in his podcast. It's his podcast,
and he has a big deal with the Raiders. Like, it just got extended not too long ago. Yeah. Salute to Quad. Salute. Come on, man. They traded Mac, and he was better. Stop the malarkey. Let's say this, okay? We don't have a Gruden in the building right now. We don't have a guy that is going to come in and be is just this needs to happen. This needs to happen. This needs to happen immediately. Gruden came in and blew it up. Again, Gruden knew that the team that he had at the time that he inherited wasn't good enough to compete. He tried to make some moves, and it didn't work with some of the pieces that he drafted early on. But again, I hear you. No, look, bro, we've seen the best players in the world get traded year in and year out. Maxx is not the exception here. But as Raider fans, right, we always want those guys that want to be here. We always want them as Raider fans because people that are old enough, like me and Wasted, and a lot of you in the chat, we love that because there were guys that wanted to get out of Oakland year in and year out. They were constantly, get me the hell out of here. Get me the hell out. I don't want to be here. The Warren Sapps, the Randy Mosses. There was a ton of players, get me the hell out of here. So for somebody that is at the top of the game, a superstar that was homegrown talent drafted, it means something to us. It's like, yo, man, but again, I hear what Wasted said, right? You can't get attached to players at the end of the day. It's a business. It's all about this at the end of the day. And we just want to win, and hey, you never know. Spytech may go out there and get 2 firsts and get the next best offensive lineman that we see in the next decade or so, and then go get, the next best edge rusher. We don't know. We don't know what can happen here. But again, it just sucks to see that year in and year out, we have to discuss this same shit because these same reckless reporters come out here and they say stupid shit. Now, with Jay Glazer, I'm going to calm it down a little bit because I really, truly believe that what he says has a lot of weight to it. A lot of weight to it. Reap, he ain't leaving. Just built a new crib. Ella loves. Talk that talk. I know he's been extending the mansion and adding some things. He got the hoop. He got the new front spot in the crib. I see Maxx out there doing his Dougie. But again, he can always keep that house. He makes enough money, bro, where he can go buy another house. He don't
gotta go. Like, a lot of people don't live in the state that they play in.
No, not at all. Not at all. And again, Maxx knows he'll retire a Raider anyway. So we can hold on to that crib and they can be there in the summers and play wherever they're playing during the season. Mendoza Line, appreciate you, brother. As a fan, I love him, but every offseason, this is exhausting, and this is facts. Raiders are in a situation where this overhaul will require people to be all in. Crosby could end all this talk quick if he wanted to. But this is the thing, Mendoza. Again, I've heard him say it many times. Like this is the only guy that's ever come out and say, I'm a fucking Raider. Like, I just feel like I was born to be a Raider. Like, I don't know what else we need to hear. I don't need to hear it every year, Mendoza, me personally. Yeah. I don't need to hear. I've heard it already.
Yo, you know what needs to happen?
He just retweeted the Raiders yesterday, too. After everybody was saying that there was that vague post, and my bad, Wasted, but he did retweet him and said more work to be done. Okay? So he did retweet him. I just want to put that out there for some people who think that, he's just completely disconnected from the Raiders right now. And then people are saying, oh, he hasn't talked to the Raiders since the season ended. Why would you? Why would you? Are you going to call your job Wasted on vacation? Are you going to call your job? Are you going to connect with anybody from your job when you're on vacation?
You can't ask me that.
Oh, well, yeah, you're different.
Yeah. But this is
what I mean. 99.9% of the people out there, right? They're not going to connect with their jobs while they're on vacation, bro. Like, for what? For what?
Yeah, but bro, this is the thing for me though.
Tampering season.
Who you connecting with? How the fuck do we know that he's not talking to John Spytek? How do we know he ain't talking to?
Well, Maxx said it. Maxx said I haven't spoken to them in a few weeks.
Yeah, but what's the point? What's the point? Like when they hired a coach and they had a presser and the coach is coming in and he's reaching out to the guys, then we will see exactly what's what.
Yeah.
Right. So if Kubiak reaches out to him and he does the Magic Johnson, yeah, I ain't gonna be here. If he do that, then then we know what we got, bro. But at this point, bro, like, dog, if the coach reaches out, Max tells him, "Hey, coach, I'm all in."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then the Raiders, it's up to the Raiders to come out and issue a statement and say, we are not trading Maxx Crosby, and he wants to be here, and we're ready to move forward. And then we move forward. But if that doesn't happen and they move Max, then c'est la vie, right? Max, farewell. Wish you the best. But, at the end of the day, bro, look, I'm not going to stop fucking rooting for the Raiders.
Just go get Jim Schwartz. Go get Jim Schwartz and Max and just be like, hey, man, I'm ready to run through a
they got to figure out if they can get Jim Schwartz, right? Yeah. But because look, and we're gonna get into that a little later, but
yes,
this is the thing, right? Like for me, I'm not sitting up here crying over a fucking player. Like this is a rebuild, right? And this is a guy who's 29 going on 30 years old, and he might not want to go into his 30s wearing silver and black, and that's his fucking business.
That's his prerogative, right?
Yeah, man, that's his business. Excuse my language. It's a family show.
Salute the Reap. He says Max saw Carr get cut the last 2 games. PTS, no. Has nothing to do with Carr at all. And honestly, man, I don't think that we're in a position. I think that Max was one of the selling points for Kubiak. Like, hey, man, we got one of the better edge rushers in football. Come on down. I think if Max leaves, you guys, and we need to stop with this attacking Spy Tech and these guys. It's clearly at this point, right, Wasted. If Max leaves, it's because he said, I want to leave.
Yeah, they're not. Like, they committed to him as soon as they came in. If they didn't want Maxx Crosby, bro, he'd been going last year. Yeah. He'd going last year. They came in and did everything right. They did what we wanted John Gruden to do. We wanted John Gruden to go, look at what he had on the roster, keep what was good, get rid of what was bad, and draft well. I think John Spytek has done that so far.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know how well he's drafted, right? Because
we don't know yet.
3 years.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell, right? But I think it's going to be a very good indication of how these young players play next year under a new regime and them getting some snaps. Now, people are saying –
Go ahead.
People are talking about Justin Jefferson for Maxx Crosby. That's never going to happen. That's stupid, right? And also at the end of the day, bro, wide receivers are the most overrated contracts in sports. Like, bro, you have to develop your own wide receivers. You don't pay $100 million for a guy that is dependent on someone else to give him the football.
On my show yesterday, yes, same shit, bro.
F up out of here.
So to D Rich, man, I find it odd we finally get a GM with the plan to put a front office and team structure in place and he wants to leave. Well, D Rich, let me stop you there. We don't know if he wants to leave. And again, he's never said that he wants to leave. There's just reports from Diana Rossini that he would like to be coached from Mike Vrabel, and now Glazer comes out and says that he thinks he's going to be gone. Now, this wasn't a report that came out that said, Glazer said, Max told me he wants to leave. He wants to leave. It just sounds like maybe, he knows some things. He's privy behind the scenes to some things. And maybe he thinks that Max is still pissed off about the way that went with, with him getting put on the IR and, going and getting surgery and missing the last few games or so. But again, I'm not going to put that out there that he wants to leave. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to reach out to him today. I really am. I'm going to say,
let me ask you a question. And it's the one thing that I never looked at, right?
Was
there any financial ramifications for him sitting out? Because that's a lot of the times where guys get mad when they sit out. So if it was no financial ramifications and they're protecting him from herself, then go cry in the fucking sink, bro.
Bro, he's on the IR. It wasn't like he was suspended, or no shit like that.
No, but you know how sometimes there's a certain amount of snaps, there's certain little markers in your contract, the elevators and things like that. Sometimes teams play games like that. No. So I don't think the Raiders would do that to Max.
Why would they anyway? It's the best player and you have all the money in the world.
So listen, football is the business of football at all times. Don't ever forget that, right?
Yeah.
So I get it. But at the end of the day, if they're protecting you from yourself, bro, sometimes, bro, that's good parenting.
Yes.
That's good team. That's good ownership.
Yeah. There's nothing that Spytek can say, hey, man, we really believe in you. And we want you to be 110% prepared for week 1. We want you to have the biggest year of your career. We just wanted to make sure that you can sit down. These last few games do not matter. We're the worst team in football. You're going to be good to go. Now, I get it. It's difficult to sit down the guys that he looks up to, right? You going to tell Muhammad Ali to not go out and fight? You're going to tell Kobe to sit down for the night? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But again, Maxx has to realize that you're playing a different sport and you have a different type of injury. And that shit could potentially derail your career. There was reports that were coming out, and we talked about this, that he could have died. You know what I mean? From that injury that he was.
He had an infection. He had an infection on his knee.
Yeah.
And he was talking about playing. It's just like, bro, listen, we understand, like, dog, that whole, fucking John Wayne shit, that stuff is not anything that is going to ingratiate you to me.
No. But
that's stupidity, bro.
No, I get it, but this is his addiction now. This is what happens, bro. Like, he quit drinking. He quit doing this. He quit doing that. This is his addiction. So I understand why he's wasted. I'm just saying. Stop. I'm just saying that this is his new addiction. He does not want to miss a game. He does not want to miss a snap. There's a reason he's been out there damn near 100% of those reps every single week, every single season. This is what he is. This is his new high. So I understand it. But again, as a grown man who's dealing with some real injuries, you gotta have the right people around you. What happens, Wasted, when you're coming home and your back goes out? Your wife's gonna say, babe, you gotta sit down. Fuck out of here. Go sit down. If I gotta call your job and tell him he ain't coming in this week, right? The other day my back went out on some old man shit. My wife said,
my wife will sell me out like a cheap rented suit. She'll be like, take your ass to work.
Yo, sprinkle some tussin on it. Salute to Tyler, man. Appreciate you, fam. Gifting $20, my dog. I appreciate you so much. Salute to the 2,400 people here in the building, man. Justice says, I love Maxx, but I can't blame him. He gave it 110% when both his teammates and organization let him down. You know the thing, Justice, that I don't think a lot of people are talking about is the Raiders not being able to identify that defensive tackle or another edge opposite of him to truly unleash him. I know Christian Wilkins was supposed to be that. We got 4 games with him. Yeah. That's our luck, right? It's Raiders' luck. That's what we have with him. But again, like, I think the Raiders did him a disservice because everybody wants to say he's not Watt. He's not, Myles Garrett. Well, he doesn't have those players around him the way these guys do. It's totally different situations. What's up? What's up, Wasted? What's up, bro?
Dog, get the fuck out of here, bro. He's not, dog.
What? He's not what?
Dog, I don't give a fuck who he has around him. He ain't never gonna be Myles Garrett.
Well, I mean, nobody's gonna be Myles Garrett.
I'm not right, man. Come on, man. Like, listen, bro. That's why I hate the fact that like fandom is dope, right? But
so hold on, let me ask you. You don't think that any of the success that Myles Garrett has is because of some of those other guys he has on the defensive line?
I think a lot of it is, bro, because you need your teammates. But Myles Garrett, but I've seen Myles Garrett get 11 sacks with a bunch of bums around, right? Like Myles Garrett is a different.
No, he is.
He's a different beast, bro. That ain't.
I understand
that. That's fucking Lawrence Taylor. That's something different.
I understand.
That's Reggie White. That's
what I'm saying is we will never understand what he could have done potentially with a true DT next to him or another edge rusher that can take some attention off of him on the other side. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, again, I'm not acting like Maxx is Myles Garrett. I think Maxx would tell you that Garrett's the GOAT. It just is what it is. He's different in this era, not the GOAT.
Yeah, in this era. That's what I'm saying. Like, like Maxx, the thing with Maxx is right. Maxx, when I look at Myles Garrett, I'm like, well, shit, man, how much better can he get?
Oh, yeah.
Right? When I look at Maxx, I think Maxx is probably at the maximum of what he can get out of that body.
No pun intended.
No pun intended, man. No, just like you with the whole addictathon. That's his.
Maxx, if it ain't Raider, it ain't right.
Yo, this
you ain't shit, bro.
Yo, he said
Graphk Cam.
That's his addiction.
Yo, Wasted is a disgusting human being. Graphk Cam. Maxx likes to be the center of attention. I truly believe he understood why he had to sit the last few games, but he also seen a way to make a storyline about the situation. I think he's gonna stay. Graham, I don't know, that side of his personality to act as though I don't if that's what he wants to be. From what I've seen, anytime I'm around Maxx, he's been pretty quiet, pretty chill. But again, you could be right, brother. I don't know. Salute to my brother Graphk Cam in the building. But again, I do believe he wants to be here. But this might be the offseason where he's really at least thinking about.
He had his breaking point, bro. Like, yo, you ever see one of your homies that fuck around on his girl all the time? He got a good girl.
Yep.
And then you be like, you see her out one day, you be like, damn, yo, it's gonna be the time, yo. Somebody gonna crack that shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's the time. Yo, it's the time, bro. It's about to happen, bro.
Yeah.
You like, hold up. Hold the phone.
He loses his spirit.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, dude putting that Mackie tacky down on her, bro. And she with it. Wow, this is terrible.
Yeah. Salute to produced by Jay. Teams on the come up. Everyone knows Maxx was upset with being shut down after he was dismissed. Surgery back in September. He's a Raider. Media wants us to fail him. Salute to my guy. And mind you, it's Super Bowl week, right? I know that he's looking at that like, I want to get there. I want to be there. Maybe it's a tough week to watch, two teams that weren't supposed to be there, right? Wasted. This could be a situation where it's like, why couldn't this been us?
Because one of the 2 wins he got this season was one of the teams in a bowl. So
but one team was 4-13 the previous year, just like us. The other team was 10-7 on the outskirts of the playoff.
The 4-13 team is the team you beat this year.
Yeah.
So now it's not even like when
pretty clear
you get fucking boat raced by the Chiefs twice a year. This is like, yo, we beat them. That could have been us.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Salute to 2-4, my dog. I'm not tied to any player. Get the F on then. Salute to my guy 2-4.
That's right, man.
In the building.
F
sounded
up out
just like our brother Wasted Talent. Salute to Adam Win Husker. This is not a rebuild. It's a new captain of the ship. We got the pieces in place to be immediate contenders. Maxx ain't going anywhere. Salute to my guy Adam. And again, we have a ton of moves that we need to make in order. We need a whole new defense. Adam Win Husker. Like I think we'll be all right. Couple pieces there, on the offensive line, a receiver. We'll be good to go. But again, that defense is scary. And I think Maxx is looking at that too. Like, yo, bro, we need a whole new defense. And how are we going to do this offseason? Well, we have a ton of money. We have a full draft class, but I don't know how. We have an offensive-minded, coach now out there, head coach. And, his first head coach was an offensive-minded guy, right?
Gruden's offensive. Look, the thing is right. Like, I got to make connections with these guys and this, and bro, I get it. But at the end of the day, they have to build the foundation of this football team and build it around the young guys they just drafted.
Yes,
like that's what it is, and they got to commit to a full rebuild. And if he's not willing to sit around for it, then I get it. Come on,
yeah. Let's look the hug. Here's the thing: F up out of here if you don't want to be here. We know it's the 82nd restructure, but one's got to hit. Stick and stay and make it pay. Raider Nation for life. And this was the thing that I was saying was, usually I'd be like, man, a package more than Micah, like you get more than 2 first rounders in a Pro Bowl player. Like, this is crazy. But this is a different year for me because we're already getting our quarterback at number 1. So I'm looking at the draft capital a little different. Wasted from years prior. I'm like, bro, get those picks and we can go move up and get our quarterback. This year we're getting our quarterback. Now I understand some people may say, well, let me push back. Well, we can build around him now and so on and so forth. I don't think that this is the sexiest draft class in order to do
this ain't the draft, right? So for me, what will make this thing more
offensively
more enticing to me is if you get one this year and get some more next year. Because next year is the draft, right? So like if you can go into next year with your coffers ready with 2 or 3 picks, that's more of what I would want to see, right? Especially once you see what you have in Mendoza, right? Like if he comes out and you're like, damn, we got something. Cool. If he's abysmal and you got 2 picks and we're still bad, then take that shit and go up to 1 and go get somebody else and get him out of here. Like that. Listen, bro, I know y'all look, bro. I know you guys are like, man, Wasted, man. You are cold-blooded. You goddamn right. I've been a fan a long time, bro. Yeah. I don't care, bro. Like I don't care. Like listen. I will canonize these players after their career is done.
Yeah, bro.
Like we want to canonize people right now. No, you gotta get it. Listen, bro. Wasted
was 31 years old. He was an Oakland Seniors fan. He knows better than anybody.
Bro, listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. If nobody else gonna tell you, I'm gonna let this man tell you. That's how I've been feeling about the team the last few years.
Yo, just eyes rolling. That's it.
And listen, they got to get it done. That's it. Maxx Crosby, John Spike Tech, John Gruden, He don't even work in them. We got to get it done.
Salute to Stephen A. Salute to OG Vale. If we do trade him, does our cap space go up? I mean, if it's just for picks, we definitely are off the hook for a ton of money. So definitely the money goes up. But this isn't the year, bro. Like, we have a ton of cap space already. We're second in the league right now, and we could possibly be number one after a few restructures and some cuts. So honestly, that's not the thing. You're not moving Maxx to free up cap space. You're moving them to get early draft picks in order to build this thing up quicker than a lot of us see this thing being built up. You know what I mean, OG? So it's my guy, but definitely if you're moving him, you're not getting him for a player. You'll probably possibly get a player, but they're not getting paid what Maxx is getting paid. So you definitely will have more money at your disposal to build this thing up through free agency. Roy, I believe that the NFL needs to find things to stir up pots before Super Bowl in the offseason to get people going. Maxx is staying. Let's go. Right. Yeah, you know what, Roy? Did you guys see did you see the event where they were having the interviews with the coaches? That shit looked miserable, bro. And even Vic was like, I think Vic put something out there. Salute to the homie Vic Tafer. He put something out there like, this shit is low-key boring, bro. Like, it looked terrible.
Low-key, bro. The best thing was seeing.
It reminded me of Juvenile Hall, bro. I swear, it reminded me of Juvie, bro.
Yo,
like, that's how it looked.
Oh, you goddamn Juvenile delinquent, you.
Bro,
yo, did you see the
it reminded me
what Kyle Shanahan threw and hit the screen with the football?
Kiefer,
it was him and Andrew Luck.
Sacramento Kiefer. You said what?
Did you see Kyle Shanahan, Roger Goodell, and Andrew Luck throwing the football, and Kyle Shanahan hit the screen and shit?
I didn't see that.
It's bad. It's just dog. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Bro, it looks boring, bro. It looks totally.
It is boring.
This may be the lowest rated Super Bowl in a long time.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. This is one of those. This is like the OKC Thunder winning the finals.
Yeah. And then that conspiracy theory with the whole energy around the stadium and all that other weird shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know if people are even trying to be out there and bro, it looked disgusting. Salute to Willie. I'm sure calls are coming in like crazy for Maxx since the end of the season. Probably a typical case of seeing what Maxx's value you can get is. If there's a stupid offer, you take it. If not, you don't. Salute to Willie, my guy. And
tell Maxx go cry in the sink. You're a Raider.
Salute.
Merry Christmas, Pilgrim.
Maxx and Glazer are close. So when Glazer is talking, Maxx is talking. Get the Parsons plus Hall. Salute to my guy 619 in the building.
Yes, the serial.
That kind of Hall is a little different, bro. Like, if you, especially coming off of a knee surgery, if you can get that, hey man, gotta at least take a look at it and see what you can possibly.
Listen, teams are only as faithful as their options.
Yeah.
They're faithful to you till somebody backs up that Brinks truck.
Yeah.
And it's like Ice Spice level ass. They're gonna,
Rossi, my guy, man. Draft Mendoza at 1. Then we draft D to build that up, plus a couple of free agents and throw the money at the O-line. Salute to my guy Rossi. And this is what we've been on since day one. You build that defense up to the draft, get a bunch of young athletic guys at the second level of your defense, get you some new corners, some fresh blood at the safety position, get you another edge rusher, and we're cooking. And then once again, put some money on Braden Smith and Tyler Linderbaum and those guys in free agency. Salute to my guy Rossi. Salute to 2-4. Wasted talent equals Rick James.
Cold-blooded.
Salute to my guy 2497. Be the Texans. Draft a quarterback and Bain in the top picks. Thing is, what are you giving up for in order to go up and get the guy? You know what I mean? Like, none of these teams that have these 2 picks have top 10 picks, and none of those top 10 teams. Who would trade for Maxx? Do you think right there in the top 10 where Bain would be available? I don't think the Jets do at all. No, they're holding on to those draft picks.
They want a quarterback.
I'm seeing
maybe the New York Giants.
Why, bro? They have 3. They have Kayvon Thibodeau. They have Abdul Carter. They have
Bush. Maybe they might trade for Maxx and send us back Thibodeau with a pick.
Okay. You froze up like a stripper again, bro.
Did I?
Yeah, bro. This is
cold-blooded.
You're back. Yo, behind the scenes, I kept telling Wason, what's going on? He had to restart the computer. That motherfucker was
yeah. I mean, bro, that
13 minutes type shit.
I was
Wasted and stunned.
I was like,
Oh, man, salute to everybody here in the building. 2,500 plus people strong, man. Get those likes up and make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels. We appreciate you guys so much for rocking with us. Again, keep an eye on if Maxx does, try to get traded. Keep an eye on the Rams. Two first-round picks there, you guys. Number 29 and number 13. Two interesting picks. The New England pick is going to be late. I don't see the Raiders trying to flirt with the idea of getting that pick. I think you want to get one earlier. Dallas is very interesting because they have that 12th pick. And if somehow, some way Bain dropped, which I don't see him getting past New Orleans or Kansas City, but you never know. We've seen some wild shit happen. They have the 12th and the 20th overall selections in this draft. So keep an eye on the Rams. Keep an eye on Dallas. Maybe Howie Roseman says, you know what, we'll let Jalen Phillips walk, and then we'll go ahead and try to get Maxx over here and throw us some draft picks. I don't know. Philly's an interesting team. The Niners is definitely an interesting team as well. We'll see. But again, Glazer said more than Micah, you guys. And remember, they got
what about the Commandos.
I don't think
we've seen that traded for Big Albie Hainsworth.
They're not going to do it. They're the oldest team in football. They got to get younger. You need to keep your draft picks. Like they're the oldest football team by a long stretch. So I don't see them trying to stay as old as they are right now. They got to get younger. They got to build around Jaden and get some young talent around him. That defense is old as shit. I know a few of those old linemen. I don't see the Commanders as a match.
What about the Cardinals?
They're not going to do it.
What about the Cardinals?
Nah. They got an offensive-minded head coach now. They just hired Nathaniel Hackett as the OC. They need a quarterback. I don't see it. I think they may be one of the first teams that take an offensive lineman off the board.
Hey man, let me ask you a question, man. What do you think if they went back and recreated some of my greatness, man? Traded him to the Bears.
Hey,
how would that fancy you, man?
You want a late first round pick? Hey
man, give me a late first round pick. Give me your first round next year. Give me your twos of this year. And give me one of those wide receivers, man.
DJ Moore, you gonna take all that contract?
DJ Moore, man. Hey man. Hey, listen, man. I tell my wife to take all this contract every other night. So I'm trying to tell you something.
Drew, I gotta ask you real quick.
Hey man, what's up, man?
You're going viral right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm back to Oakland Coliseum, man.
Yeah, you was at Oco. You was at the Coli, right?
That's
and
right.
Also, man, I seen you run into Rich Gannon out there at the Super Bowl. That was phenomenal, man.
It was awesome, man. I saw Rich Gannon. It's crazy because I coach Rich Gannon, and I think he's older than me.
He looks older than you.
Yeah, Rich Gannon looks like fucking
His hair is very ghostly.
He looks like fucking Orville Redenbacher now. He fucking looks, man. It's crazy, man. He's out there selling popcorn by the old stadium, man.
Salute the Groove, salute the Roll Tide. I would trade to Dallas their 20th and next year's first. I think Dallas is going to be a better football team, Roll Tide, next year. And I think that first is going to be in the 20s, mid-20s, late 20s, potentially. I wouldn't want to play those games. Give us the 13th. Just give us if Maxx is on the move and that's the destination, give me both of them this year. I'm not doing that. Salute to my guy Rossi. Trade Maxx to the Jets. Get the number 2. They're not doing that. They want a quarterback next year. They're not going to trade the 2 for Maxx Crosby. They're not. I'm telling you now. I know Aaron Glenn's a defensive-minded head coach. They have so many holes in that roster. They have some young pass rushers out there already. I don't see them trying to make that kind of move. I really don't, Ross.
They got 3 first-round picks, though, Graphk. They can give up one of them to get Maxx.
That's not
give up one and get one this year, one next year. They got like 3 next. They got 2 next year.
They're going to hold on to another one next year to make sure that they may have to trade up. You never know in football, man. The Jets may be somehow, some way competitive. They're going to use those 2 to potentially have to trade up to go get their guy. I don't see them moving one next year. I don't. They need a quarterback. Get your shit together, Wasted. Get your shit together, man.
No, you need to get your shit together. If you knew the Jets, you knew that Woody Johnson, being the jackwagon of an owner, he is.
Mr. Two Dick? Woody Johnson?
Yo, man. In the show.
I know Glazer's Maxx boy, but what if Glazer's being a little reckless? like your HB starting ish at the club, and it's always the biggest mofo too. Salute to the most. I don't think that Jay would put his reputation on the line, honestly, for something that he didn't know was potential. There's some legs to. I don't. I really truly don't. Now, mind you, if you listen to him, his body language was kind of weird, wasted. It was kind of like
he was looking like looking like the third member of 2 Live Crew a little bit. He's like, I got the money if that's the answer. Like, yo, you know what I'm talking about too.
yo.
You gotta be a certain age. Appreciate that.
Oh shit. Salute to Hug, man. Maxx in a Niner uniform with a Raider tattoo on his arm would be hilarious. Well, I mean, Clee was one. Clee was out there with a Raiders tattoo in a Niners uniform. Hey, Jerry Rice was in a Raiders uniform with a Niners tattoo.
Now, Jerry Rice don't have one tattoo. Jerry Rice, country is a syrup sandwich. That boy ain't got no tattoo.
Bro, Jerry Rice
got tattoos. I was surprised, bro. Yo, he did try to get the cornrows when he was with us. He tried to get gangster when he was with us. Yeah, that shit look like a hair cape. His cornrows is back here.
Yeah, them shits look crazy. They look like a Tyler Perry movie and shit.
He said, "Man, we don't get no fucking respect. What about the Merton Hanks, the Tim McDonald's?"
The Tim McDonald's.
Remember that shit? The Tim McDonald's are like, yo, you gotta show me Jerry Rice got a tattoo, bro. That boy country did a syrup sandwich.
That's the shit, man. Jerry Rice, Niners tattoo.
Jerry Rice, country did a syrup sandwich, man.
Hold on, he got a Randy Moss tattoo. The fans
he got a 49ers the tramp stamp and shit.
Bro, I swear to God, I see.
Yo, bro, I don't know. Like, that boy from the old school. He from Barefoot, Tennessee. You know, I don't know.
Bro, hold on, dog. I swear to God, and I think that Stu told us that shit too on one of the shows.
Oh my God, I don't want to hear any of Stu's. Stu's story always ends up with something that goes to.
Bro, Stu told a story about Jerry Rice being naked in the locker room, bro.
Yeah, I know, which is crazy. I don't see how you guys sat there and sat through that. Terrible. It's disgusting.
Nothing's coming up here, but I swear, bro. Hold on.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That is what she said. Oh my God.
Either way,
I'm holding.
Clee was a 49er. He had a Raiders.
Jerry Rice got a sleeve now.
Does
he got a sleeve now? But he just got that when he was playing. He probably
I swear, bro. I seen
back in the day. Back in the day, Jokers wasn't getting tattoos. Like, what do you got? One of them old jailhouse Mickey Mouse tattoos. Like somebody held them down, like he lost a bet.
Bro, yeah. Them jail tattoos be nasty too, bro.
Yeah, man, like motherfucker, like they lost a bet and shit. Look crazy.
If I show you that,
I know. I saw that one you got in Juvie. That shit look crazy, dog.
It's just disgusting, dog. Yeah, this is a family show, Jay Will. I don't know what the hell Waste is on right now. It's disgusting. It's terrible. It's just filthy nonsense. All right, we talked about this. We talked about that. Again, you guys, we'll keep an eye on this whole Maxx Crosby situation. It looks as though Jay Glazer put it out there that Maxx Crosby's time with the Raiders is most likely done and that he thinks he will be traded before the draft, and that there's several teams out there that may take a look at him. So keep an eye. I remember he brought up the
somebody just said they said we're gonna get the dude from the Giants, the former first round. I just said that. The F up out of here, Ricardo Johnson. You heard that right here on this show.
He brought up the report that in December that he dropped, and he said he got like 20 plus calls from teams asking if it was real and if he was really truly available. So don't think for once that there's not going to be a ton of teams really going to be definitely interested in.
They'd be like, "Hey, big head."
Yeah, facts. Keep an eye on that. Other than that, let me see the latest off. Okay, here we go, man. So Adam Schefter put it out there. I know a lot of us, we've been doing these shows for the past few weeks and talking about the what ifs. If Clint Kubiak is our head coach, who's going to be the assistants? Well, Adam Schefter put it out there on his podcast this week that it looks as though Clint Kubiak will be bringing in a few of those guys from Seattle, like
Benton. That's the only one I give a shit about. Bringing in Benton.
Yeah, Benton is great. Schefter says the deal between Kubiak and the Raiders is not going to be difficult. This deal is going to get done after the Super Bowl. They'll have to negotiate it and finalize and agree to terms. But look, this is not hard to get done. This is a simple deal to do. And all you really have to do is wind up doing, well, he's all over the place, is look at what some of these other head coaches got, all the rookie head coaches. Last year, Kubiak's agent represented Ben Johnson when he got a deal done for Chicago. All the numbers are right there. You and I can do this deal in 5 minutes time, okay? So he's going to be the next head coach of the Raiders once they get the deal done, which will be right after the Super Bowl, which will not be hard to figure out and get done. Now, if you're the Raiders, you got elements. Here's where there's some real hope. You got the number 1 pick in the draft, so you got the chance to take Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman Trophy winning Indiana quarterback. He'll be the number 1 pick in the draft. You have to pair, you get to pair him with Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers. He goes on to say blah, 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 $90 million, all the shit that we talked about this offseason. Kubiak expected to hire coaches away from the Seahawks. I think the fact that he's leaving means that it's probably not going to be the only hit to Seattle's coaching staff. The chances are he'll be taking some of his trusted assistants with him to Las Vegas, and I don't know how many or who yet, but I will say there'll be a minimum 1, 2, 3 coaches that will go with him to Las Vegas, and that's going to leave a void for the Seahawks. If I were in Raider Nation, I would get familiarized with the guy named Aiden Durr. He is the Seattle Seahawks defensive coordinator, but don't be surprised if he's a prominent figure in all of this. Vinny B went on to say this. Again, we've talked about his name. I know a lot of people are saying, why would Mike McDonald allow him to take a lateral move? It's not a lateral move. Mike McDonald calls the defense, you guys, and it looks like he may be ready to call his own defense. So keep an eye on Dirt, however you say his name is. It is what it is. But keep an eye on him. He may
John Benton.
Well, I mean, he'll probably be the OC. He'll call the offensive line. And
he brought him with him.
Yes.
John Benton.
Yes. And if you look at that O-line and what they did in Seattle this year, in the run game, the passing game, he went out there and turned that thing around. What was the talk in Seattle? They cannot get the O-line together.
No, they had the 31st ranked defense.
They're special, baby.
Line. They had the 32nd and 31st. He brought them the first year to 14th, and then now they're even higher than that. The guy's been phenomenal. Get the F up out of here. It's time to bring in a real offensive line coach and not fucking the Undertaker.
So my guy Chaos, man. Why is it that they always talk about the Maxx trade? I don't ever hear them say this. Well, Garrett just demanded a trade.
He went and asked for a trade by his locker room.
Yeah, bro. He was in this past week. He was putting up little crazy shit about Schwartz not getting the job and Todd Monken getting the gig. So, bro, there's always something with these top name guys. Myles Garrett was literally saying, "Get me out of Cleveland," and then they made him the highest paid edge rusher ever, and he shut the fuck up. It happens. But this has happened with Garrett. Chaos. So the Javi, stupid.
No one cares about the Browns,
huh?
And no one cares about the Browns.
No, not at all. Stupid teams make stupid trades. The Jets. Javi, you never know. We'll see. Again, they're trying to do that thing right. They're trying to get it. They're trying to get together out there. But again, they are still the Jets. Gray Zabel unlocked pigs. Look, man, and that was a guy that we talked about a ton during that draft. He is a stud. He has been a baller for Seattle. I wish that he was a Raider, man. Salute to Hug, my guy, man, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute to all the members because of the GOAT, Hug D's himself, my dog. If you missed out on those 5, you guys, you want to become members, hit the links. They're pinned up on both channels. Again, man, salute to everybody here in the building. Longy, it's not my house, bro. I'm on the road. This is my father's garage. He does all his work. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does all the work in here. So it's just I'm in an area where he's still working on. So everybody's been asking about the damn drywall. Wait, I'm like,
yeah,
it'll be done. He's still working on this.
Yeah, he's putting his installation up. Yo, what are you guys fucking
on the road?
The F up out of here with your crap. What he is?
Yo, but I want to read another thing real quick as well, man, because I've had a lot of people hit me up, and I know that you talked about this. We were going to save the extensive conversation for our show. I know you talked about it, I believe, on your show yesterday or the day prior about Clint Kubiak's like dream quarterback, like what he thinks is a guy that can be the guy that, at the next level in the NFL. Right. Mm-hmm. And this is what he had to say. And all signs are pointing towards this being the guy. Mendoza. I mean, every single word that he described, it sounded like he was talking about Fernando Mendoza. I think the number one thing you're looking at is how many games a guy has played. He's played a ton. At Cal, Indiana, he's played a ton. How many games he has started? He has started a ton of ball games. What's his record? He was undefeated last year. The guy that's probably going to get taken first overall tonight, he was talking about Caleb Williams back then. Well, Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first pick. Has played a lot of football and won a lot of football games. They won the most games ever at the collegiate level in Indiana this year. Kubiak said, so I think, is he a winner? That's something that you're looking for. The decision-making, the timing, the accuracy, those are the three things we spent a lot of time on as coaches. Decision-making, timing, accuracy. Sounds very Fernando Mendoza-ish. So who would be the top four I'd be looking at? Record, decision-making, timing, and accuracy, and how that would fit into what we do. What does that sound like, Wes? To you, does that sound like a Fernando Mendoza? Just him breaking him down right there without – this is before Fernando as well.
Yeah.
This was the Caleb, Drake May, Jaden Daniels draft. Michael Penix, Bo Nix, those type of guys. What do you think about, those words resurfacing right here before the Super Bowl in the draft?
I think that, that's great. It sounds like he's describing Fernando Mendoza. It sounds like people are trying to connect the dots. It sounds like, everybody's trying to make this all pretty and nice, man.
I thought that was all you were going to say, but I was like, all right, cool. Let's get on to the next segment of the show. I was like, oh, that's great. Bro, I swear to God, I thought you was cooked at that point, bro. I was like, oh, okay. That's what we doing? All right.
Nah, I mean, listen, bro. Look, at the end of the day, bro, that's what people do. They go back.
Why you leave a homie hanging, bro? Why you leave a homie on stuck?
What person?
3 strikes. You're not a West Coast dude. You don't know about no 3 strikes.
No, they got that here, bro. I'm just, what are we talking about, though?
Nothing. Go on.
The F are you talking about, Graphk? I'm up in here. Crap.
Why you leave a homie on stuck?
Yeah, I'll never make the Mokes a mod, ever.
The Mokes is a goat, bro. He's one of the goats over here, man.
Mokes is a bum. It's an effing bum.
We talked about that. I wasn't going to go into the whole
situation. Max don't want no contracts. Max wants to win. And if he want to win and he don't think he can get it done here, then he can get the F on.
Yeah.
They say get wasted some coffee. Look, coffee's not going to help what I'm going through. I don't need no goddamn Metamucil, you effing bums.
Alex, he needs Metamucil.
No, my fucking hip hurts. I'm in pain, but I'll be fine.
When I dip, we dip.
Freak nasty. Ew, freak nasty here.
Yo, get a few questions in, you guys, before we get out of here, man. Again, we appreciate you guys for rocking. Wanted to talk about these Maxx Crosby reports, the Diana Rossinis of the world, the Jay Glazers of the world, dropping all this right before the offseason. The timing is very oddly specific, Wasted. Right before free agency hits, early next month. The draft right around the corner, Super Bowl week. I want to say this. For those who are worried, don't be worried. I think that we're really, truly headed in the right path right now. The number one pick. We got a really good head coach in the building now. I think that he's going to be really, really, really good at picking his assistants and bringing in some guys that can turn that defense around as well. Genty's only going to get better in year 2. Brock is already a superstar, but he's going to end up on a whole nother galaxy this year with Fernando Mendoza throwing them the football. So with whether Max is here or not, we love Max. We want Max to be a Raider, but I think we'll be okay. I think that right now, man, with this offensive-minded head coach and Clint Kubiak, they're going to really, truly focus on getting that O together. It's going to take some time with that defense, Wasted. We can't turn that thing around in 1 year, bro. I'm sorry. There's so many free agents. We need all new linebackers. We need pretty much all new corners. Like the safety, I can see them running the back with Palomau and Jeremy Chin this year and just add another body or two out there. But we're very, very, it's slim pickings right there with the defensive side of the ball right now. It's going to take some time to get that right. I think this upcoming season, and maybe Max feels that as well. Maybe he's like, damn, man, Kubiak's going to come in, get that offense right. Where are we going to be in the defense on the defense side of the ball? Man. I don't know. To be determined.
No, I get it. I get it. Right. The thing is, coaching is a big deal. Like who they hire as the defensive coordinator, who they keep, who he has attachments to. But at the end of the day, it's always a different cast of characters with Max. And for me, if you're starting from the ground up and they feel like it's time to move on and he wants to move on, I am 100% open to that.
Yeah.
If he wants to stay and build, then that's great, because then you got a mentor and a builder that can bring some of these guys along. But man, look, the one thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to keep begging somebody to stay here that don't want to be here.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be here, bro, then nobody needs that. The fan base don't need it. And I'm not going to do this crap where we canonize somebody and then I got to hear all fucking season, oh, we did him wrong, and look what you've done, Raider fan base, like they did with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody does what's best for them fucking self. So I know I'm cussing and I normally don't. It's a family show and I don't care. Like everybody used to talk about what they did Derek wrong. Yo, Derek got his money though, right? When it was time to build this team up and it was time to keep Mac and all these guys, he got his bread, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wasn't taking a dollar less.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't taking a dollar less. That's the difference between guys like Brady. He'll take less money because he's crazy like that. He want to win.
Yeah.
You really want to win, bro? You got to ask yourself. And I know Max puts it on the line. I'm not questioning whether he wants to win or not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But then
I know what you mean. I know what you get.
But you know what I'm saying? Like when you look up in that pantheon of the men and hanging up in your gym, ain't none of them run to another team, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So the swag, trade with the Ravens. If we have to, 2026, 2027 first, and 2026 third with either, they're not trading Kyle Hamilton at all. That's not happening. Rosengarten or Starks with that extra first go defense. They need a pass rusher, swag, definitely. They've struggled to get after quarterbacks this year out there in Baltimore. But guess what? They have Mentor out there. They just hired a phenomenal staff. They're going to be fine. They're going to unlock a lot of those guys. They're not moving on from Starks. They're not moving on from Hamilton. I don't see that happening at all. Now, maybe you can get a first or two first out of them. Maybe they say, hey, we would love to have Max. You know, and again, I don't know where they're drafting this year. I know they're somewhere in the middle, probably in the middle of the early 20s, maybe. But they're not parting ways with possibly the best safety in football in Kyle Hamilton, who can play multiple positions.
It was
He's a
5
hard
years.
hitter, physical specimen. This dude is fucking phenomenal. So, and Starks is only in year 2. So I don't think they're going to give up on him quite yet. So salute to my guy, man. Salute to 2-4. Wasted. Ice up, son. Ice up, son.
Hey, look, bro. The last thing I need is ice, as cold as it is up here. and guys, stop giving me fucking tips on hit pain and shit, man. Just shut the F up. That's why let's talk about some football. Hug these.
Oh, hey, Jeff. Salute to Raider Jeff. He says Baltimore doesn't have a first round pick. So that's out of the question anyway.
Yeah, but get the F out of here with your crap, Hug these. To my water aerobics. You trying to call me fucking B. Arthur now? Do the Urkel. Do the Urkel. You trying to call me a fucking golden girl now? You fucker, you.
Yo, salute to Hug these. Look, he changed his picture too. He had the AI swollen.
Yeah, that was
picture,
crazy,
man.
bro. That was
disgusting.
crazy.
Just filthy. Hug, you out there in Idaho, bro, losing your rabid mind, you disgusting fuck. Salute to Hug D's, man, the GOAT himself.
Yeah,
Get those likes up, y'all. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Again, if you guys are not subscribed yet to both channels, what are y'all waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. I think me and Wasted, we talked about this before, man. It's probably gonna take a day or two. We're kind of footballed out, unless anything really
footballed out, man. Yeah, I'm
if
footballed
anything
out.
happens, yeah.
Listen, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm dropping the short in the morning. Bang zoom, bang zoom.
I'm gonna drop a podcast while you do that. Some different type of shit. Bud Clark is a beast. TCU, he's a monster. I would love to have him in the silver and black.
That's what she said.
There you go. But I know tomorrow's my last day with my mom. I'm gonna kick it with her. Friday, I'll be back in Texas early morning. Maybe run one. If not, I'll be back Saturday. What else you got to plug away, bro? We still almost got 3,000 people here in the building.
Oh, listen, all you guys got a backup channel. It's called Raiders Wasted Talent. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I need you guys to go over there and hit that subscribe button. We got to make sure it's dangerous out in these YouTube streets. You got jokers out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I want to make sure that I don't lose the community that we have here. It's very imperative that you go over there, subscribe to that channel so we can get that thing going. And also, I will be dropping some shorts because we are in a race to 17K. I think we're about 50 away. So if you guys are out there, go on ahead, hit that subscribe button, pay your bar tabs as you usually do. That means hit that like and share this thing out to all social media.
Put the link in the comment section, bro.
Yeah, you know what, man? The F up out of here.
Yeah,
Let me go get this. What the hell am I doing here?
We seen, you know, our Oos, man. We seen Samoan lose his channel. Hopefully he gets that back. You know, there's been a lot of hacking on YouTube, you guys. We've seen my guy Easy the Block Captain lost his channel. A few other people lost their channels.
That dude, man.
Yeah, but you know, hey, it's just sad to see people losing you know, their jobs at the end of the day. So, you know, I have you know, I got to get my backup going as well, just in case.
Yeah, you said Easy the Block, yo, the snack captain, the dude with the yo, that dude, his grill is crazy.
Remy Ma, bro.
Yeah, that's Mr. Remy Ma. Yo, that dude got a grill on him, bro.
Yeah, nah, he fixed it, bro. He went and got the veneers and shit.
He needed to, bro. If anybody needed to,
right here. TGR got it since
you got it, bro. That boy leave Wu-Tang marks in the bread when he.
I couldn't find it. My hip hurt. He said Wu-Tang.
He leave Wu-Tang marks in the bread with that old shit, bro. That boy toothbrush needed 4-wheel drive.
Oh man, and salute to Mo, man. He got his page back. Did you see it?
Nah, I ain't see it.
Mo got his page back, man. So
good for him, yo. Good for Mo.
Bitcoin been ripping and running, bro, taking everybody's shit.
Yeah, man, that's what happens, bro.
Oh shit,
motherfucking Mo, man. What's up with Mo, man? Mo Chittideeks, man.
Manhattan Mo, man. You know he back in the building, bro. He's back.
Manhattan Mo is back in the building, bro. Salute to my guy Mo, man. Salute to them too. Didn't they end their podcast?
I believe so. I think.
Yeah, him and Scott ended their podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Wasted subscribed on the Side Chick channel. Appreciate you, dog.
There you go. But man, you know, other than that, man, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we would hate to leave with 2,700 people, but we are done talking our shit. I'm gonna go hang out with moms. I know Wasted about to go get something to eat. He fresh off of work. He got some shit he needs to do too. So salute to you guys. As always, don't put too much stock into this situation, you guys. Again, I think that you know, if Maxx wants to go, I think we'll hear it from the horse's mouth. I personally believe that he will be direct with that situation.
Yeah, he needs to be. If he's direct, I respect it. If he does the backbiting, back channel, goofy Devontae Adams shit, then my respect level for Maxx will go down. And Maxx, I know you watching. Do the right thing, Maxx.
So
listen, the game's to be sold or not told. If you want to be here, make sure you tell Kubiak. Raiders, listen, Wasted Talent is coaching you up on this. If Maxx comes into the building and he tells you he wants to be here and you guys want him there, then go out to the media and say, listen, we are not trading Maxx. We love Maxx. He will be here. Get the F on, and then this story will go away. But if you guys wanted to continue to grow legs, don't address it. But it's not for Maxx to address. Maxx has addressed this on his own so many different times that him saying it will ring kind of hollow. Yeah. You saying it will be a little different.
J Money, AD going to Washington was a head scratcher. James Harden going to the Cavs was definitely a head scratcher. Speaking of Maxx, Maxx tweeted too that he's now a Cavs fan. He's a James Harden fan, so he's not a team fan. So he's hoping that they can get a championship out there. I don't know if Harden's ever going to win one.
James Harden,
but you know,
with nothing.
DeAndre Hunter, a king. I like the move. Moving on from Keon Ellis, he was going to leave anyways. And you know, Schroeder stinks. He's been on every team in the NBA up to this point.
He doesn't stink.
Ja Morant, keep an eye on Ja, man. 26 years old. It sounds like Miami may want him, but the Kings are still in on that potential move. And it sounds like Sabonis may end up going to Toronto.
Sabonis.
And we might get RJ. You got RJ, man. Looks like RJ may, you know.
He wasn't my guy. I thought he was he's a filthy bum. I'm so glad he's not in New York.
Let's get in Toronto. Man.
RJ Barrett is ass. You can have him.
You know, man, the Knicks are like the Jets of the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you can't ever fulfill your full potential out there, man. You know what I mean?
Bro, what are we talking about, bro? You a Sacramento Queens fan, bro. Yo, a brother from my hometown named y'all that. Don't ever forget that.
That's what we doing?
That's where it is.
Hey, you know what? That man stayed in Sac, man. He's the president of Sac State basketball.
Yeah, that's because he owns Sacramento.
No.
He owns you.
I love this shit, Wasted. Woo! Because when we're on the phone behind the scenes, you can't stand fucking Shaq. I don't want to hear that.
Whoa, easy.
Well, what, Newark or nothing?
Easy.
Get them.
Nah, look. Listen. It's not that I can't stand Shaq. No, I can't. I don't. It's not that I can't stand Shaq. That's not accurate. But what I will say is this, bro. Don't you ever talk about the Knicks. We are the effing New York Knicks. You guys are the Sacramento Queens. You guys haven't won shit since ever, and neither have we, right? But we're in the playoffs. At least you guys are a bunch of bums.
We are the best team to never win a championship ever.
No, y'all not.
I'm not doing these John Starks, Patrick Ewing team, bro. Fuck all that, bro. That's not better than
I would have got swept by the Bulls. Y'all would have got swept by the Bulls. Y'all could have took the Bulls to 7. Y'all would have got swept by the Bulls. Y'all would have got swept by the 90s Bulls. And you know it. Don't even do that, bro. Who's stopping Patrick Ewing? Vlade Divac?
You,
bro. Who's stopping Pat? Who's stopping prime Patrick Ewing, the Hoya Destroyer?
You know who? You know who?
It ain't C. Webb.
You know who? Do you know who?
Get the F up out of here.
Scott Pollard, baby.
Scott Pollard.
Yo, real quick, salute to the Cali Enigma. Send Maxx Crosby out the conference. He probably would end up out of the conference anyways. The Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions. He has roots in both spots. Could definitely see that, man. Salute to 401 on the way out. Let's go Celtics. Ugh. Yeah. But you know what? Since you're a Celtic fan and he's a Knicks fan, I love it.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Raider Jeff, yo, I'm about to block you. Celtics. That's the easiest thing. I'm a Celtic fan. I didn't want their 30 championships. Raider Jeff is old as hell, though. That's the thing. He's probably back in the days rooting for Dave Cowens.
Damn.
Because Raider Jeff definitely was back in the Dave Cowens days. He's before Larry Bird and them. He's before Bird and them. Raider Jeff, am I lying? Raider Jeff, I'm not. Yo, see, that's why he's laughing, because he know I'm right.
Let me ask you, man, how old were you when Oscar Robertson was averaging 25 and 5?
Hey, man, listen, bro, that was my childhood. Chill.
Yo, salute to everybody again in the building, man. We love y'all. We are outro 1.
Touchdown!